Dollar Tree employees will never show you this corner of the shelf because stock doesn't arrive fast enough to display. But today, I will lead you straight there before it runs out again. You'd be awesome if you subscribed and liked this video. Driver's Choice Silver Foil Car Sunshade. For just $1.25, you instantly have a solution to keep your steering wheel and leather seats from burning hot every time you return to your car in the middle of a summer day. The silver reflective nylon layer covers the windshield, preventing direct sunlight from entering the cabin. And, thanks to that, a car parked in an open lot all afternoon is also significantly less sweltering. Many people even buy 2 or 3 pieces in advance, both to cut down to fit the shape of SUV side windows and to save for lining under tents as insulation mats when camping. However, you should also know one thing beforehand. The nylon material is quite thin, so if exposed to continuous sunlight at high temperatures for about a month, the air bubbles will gradually deflate, the fabric border will easily fray, and the included suction cups will lose their grip as soon as the glass gets too hot. The best hack is to skip the suction cups, stretch out the silver sheet, and then flip down the 2 sun visors available on the car ceiling to clamp and hold it fixed, which is both fast and secure. For a secondary car that is rarely driven, or if you just need a temporary solution for this summer, this is clearly an item hard to miss. There is a tiny piece costing less than $2 that professional car washers always hide in the trunk for their private use. Driver's Choice Microfiber Mesh Sponge. Because windshields after a long trip are often covered in stuck-on tree sap and dead bugs, the harder you scrub, the more you fear scratching the car paint. And that is also the reason why this $1.25 sponge is worth your attention. With an expense less than the price of a loaf of bread, you get a combination of water-retaining foam and an outer micro-mesh layer, knocking out stubborn stains without using much force. However, it should still be noted, you should only scrub the mesh layer on glass surfaces or plastic trim. Absolutely do not scrub hard on the car's glossy paint, because it easily creates tiny swirl marks clearly visible under the sun. Compared to specialty auto parts stores, where a similar mesh-wrapped sponge costs nearly $3.50, which is almost 3 times more. Here, you only need to take 1 or 2 pieces for periodic replacement in the garage, without having to haul a whole big bulk pack home like when buying at wholesale clubs. Thanks to that, every morning you back the car out, the glass is clean, even if the night before was covered in dew or summer pollen. Luxury Home Standard Pillowcases. On hot summer nights, sweat drenches your pillow after just a few hours of sleep, and many people have to change their pillowcases constantly to avoid discomfort. If they are expensive everywhere, this expense adds up significantly over the month. This is why the 2-pack of standard-size pillowcases at Dollar Tree, at a price of only $1.25, equivalent to a small boba tea, is so noteworthy. The recent shipment increased the cotton ratio in the polyblend fabric, so the surface is noticeably softer, absorbs sweat well, and pills less after machine washing compared to previous versions. Washing with cold water for the first time helps maintain the fabric fiber's durability longer, and if you can pick light gray or navy blue, the room also looks much more elegant. At Target, a basic pillowcase set from the Room Essentials line in the same segment cost about $5 for a 2-pack, so the Dollar Tree price is truly suitable for families who have a habit of changing pillowcases constantly to avoid summer skin irritation. In Frugal shopping groups, many people leave comments stating they buy several packs at once because they dry quickly in the washing machine, allowing for constant rotation without feeling like they are wasting money as when buying elsewhere. Modest Disposable Facial Towels. At first glance, a box of 30 non-woven facial towels for $1.25 seems like a bargain. Thick, highly absorbent, and leaving no lint on the face. So many people view these as a hygienic alternative to traditional cotton towels to avoid bacteria buildup in a damp bathroom. However, if you use 2 or 3 sheets regularly every day, or if the whole family shares them, the cumulative number for the whole year is not small at all, not to mention the amount of waste generated daily from this habit. Since this is a single-use, disposable product, while it is convenient, in the long run it is a hidden expense that silently drains your wallet without many noticing, simply because each purchase only costs a small amount. Yet, there is another way, right in the same store. Just stop by the kitchen section to find a 3-pack of microfiber towels for the same $1.25 price. The fabric is soft enough for facial skin, requiring only clean water to wipe away dirt and excess oil, and they can be machine washed and reused hundreds of times instead of having to buy them repeatedly every month. Reach Essentials toothbrushes. Dollar Tree just restocked a personal care shipment, and mixed in there is a 2-pack of Reach Essentials toothbrushes for only $1.25, causing many customers to pick them up and inspect them closely, thinking the store marked the wrong price. The multi-angle, medium bristle design helps clean plaque in deep dental gaps. The angled toothbrush neck helps reach hard-to-touch spots in the very back, and the backside integrates a tongue scraper to reduce bad breath. However, if your gums are sensitive or you are older, you should consider a soft bristle line to avoid bleeding gums. Compared to buying a 6-pack with protective caps at major convenience stores, where the price is usually significantly higher for the same brand, here you only need to grab the exact 2-pack without having to spend a large amount to stockpile a full medicine cabinet. The next item is also in the beauty section, but is being passed around by cosmetic insiders as a valuable find. LA Colors Brow Styling Soap and Powder Duo. Clear Brow Styling Soap is typically a highly sought-after item in cosmetic stores with a hefty price tag. Yet, you can now find a similar version right on Dollar Tree shelves for just $1.25 for the entire soap and powder duo. The soap's hold is quite good, with no smudging or fading even if you have to be active outdoors in the hot sun and sweat a lot. If you want a sharper brow shape, just add a drop of water or setting spray to lightly dampen the brush tip before dipping it into the soap, which makes the soap clearer and holds the shape significantly longer than using a dry brush. Numerous videos directly comparing this product to styling soap lines sold at Ulta, where the price is 5 to 6 times higher, are spreading quite rapidly because the results surprise viewers when the price difference does not equate to a difference in quality. Suncare Reviving Aloe Mist. Sitting modestly in the corner of the shelf at a price of only $1.25, this fine mist aloe vera spray is something many people regret not buying sooner. Just a few light pumps instantly soothe burning hot skin, without any oiliness or stickiness like some other thick gels on the market. Because facial skin and arms turning red after an afternoon of mowing the lawn in the yard or walking under the harsh sun is a familiar occurrence for many, they do not always want to immediately apply a layer of thick cream onto the burning skin area. If you store this bottle in the refrigerator and take it out to use in the middle of the day, the cooling sensation spreading across your face and neck is much more pleasant than keeping it at room temperature. Some people even use it for a quick spray on their hair when it gets dry from the sea breeze. Since the bottle is compact, it fits right into a purse or car compartment without taking up much space at all. Meanwhile, at major pharmacies, a similar after-sun soothing spray costs about $6, 4 to 5 times higher, even though the cooling ingredients are merely equivalent. Wyler's Italian Ice. Fat-free with a refreshing sweet and sour taste from fruit flavors like lemon, strawberry, or blue raspberry. A box containing multiple Italian ice tubes is causing mothers to scramble to buy it for the whole family for just around $1.25. The cooling sensation throughout the body is almost instant, and it does not feel heavy like traditional dairy ice cream often used for young children, making this item a familiar summer cooling choice without requiring any preparation effort. Many people even keep the receipt after purchasing and scan it through rewards apps because summer refreshment brands like this frequently have point multiplier promotions, gradually accumulating to redeem gift cards without costing an extra dime. Compared to convenience stores like CVS, where a similar ice pop costs nearly $2, this difference added up over the entire summer is not small at all, so many families choose to buy several boxes to stock up in the freezer, so they have them ready whenever the kids ask for one. Corn Nuts Ranch Crunchy Corn Snacks. From the National Toasted Corn brand, this recently shelved snack bag cost $1.25 and is being mentioned quite a bit in recent snack unboxing clips. Packed with crunchy corn kernels coated in a rich and perfectly savory, slightly creamy ranch seasoning. The product's expiration date is quite long, and the thick packaging maintains good crunchiness throughout storage time. So many people buy several bags to save for long road trips, or keep them in office desk drawers for when they crave a mid-shift snack. There is a great hack that few people notice. You can lightly crush these corn kernels to use as a crunchy coating for homemade fried chicken dishes, instead of having to buy separate breadcrumbs. Compared to a bag of the same brand sold at Aldi, where the price is usually slightly higher for the same weight, buying it here is still considered a more economical choice for the whole family's snack pantry. Right next to the snack section, there is an item that anyone concerned about heart health should stop and read carefully before putting it into the basket. Frozen meat trays. In the freezer section of Dollar Tree, frozen sliced beef or hamburger meat trays are priced between $4 and $5, a price that sounds like a bargain at first, but has been a heavily debated topic in recent shopping hack groups. Many people, after carefully reading the ingredients on the packaging themselves, discovered that these cheap frozen meat lines are often pumped with salt water to extend shelf life and increase weight, leading to quite high sodium and saturated fat content compared to regular fresh meat. If you need to manage your blood pressure or cardiovascular health, this is something to consider carefully before purchasing regularly here, because eating it consistently in the long run can affect your health more than the initial money saved. For your meat budget, you should use a membership card to shop at Costco, where fresh meat undergoes significantly higher quality testing, then divide it into meal-sized portions and freeze it yourself at home, which is both safe for your health and more economical in the long run. As for your budget dedicated specifically to Dollar Tree, you should focus on non-food items like housewares, stationery, or personal care products. Those are the product groups truly worth buying here. SureFresh Large Plastic Cereal Dispenser. Pouring cereal into a bowl every morning without having to open the entire container lid is the biggest plus of this slim, upright cereal container priced at just $1.25. The lid features a small flip-top tab that keeps air from leaking in, so the cereal does not get stale as quickly as when left in its original paper bag. Besides cereal, many people also utilize this container to store granular laundry detergent or dry pet food, preventing mold and dampness during humid weather. A specialized plastic cereal storage container at Walmart or Target costs about $4.50 on average, while this version fulfills the exact same function at only a quarter of the cost. Truly the type of item few people notice until they try it out once for themselves. SureFresh 3-compartment food storage containers, 2 count. Have you ever brought lunch to work only to have the sauce mix into the rice? This 2-pack of plastic containers with 3 independent compartments for $1.25 neatly solves that problem, featuring a tight-fitting lid that hugs the container rims to keep rice, vegetables, and meat separated within the same box. There is one thing few people notice when buying. Even though the packaging states it is microwave safe, because the plastic of this basic line is quite thin, you should only use it to store cold foods or dry items. When you need to heat it at high temperatures, you should transfer the food onto a ceramic plate or glass tray to avoid the risk of microplastic leaching. This is the kind of small secret that only those who have used it whisper to each other rather than being clearly written on the product label. And at this price, buying a few sets to keep on hand costs next to nothing. The next item seems to be just for wiping dry, but it has a side use that very few videos ever mention. Kitchen Details Dish Drying Mat. Tucked away in the corner of the kitchenware aisle at Dollar Tree, this 12 by 18-inch microfiber dish drying mat is priced at around $1.50, a price point that many longtime shoppers say they only discovered by chance after passing by it multiple times without noticing. The ultra-absorbent fiber structure, cushioned with a thin, lightweight foam layer in the middle, helps reduce impact when you place freshly washed glassware or ceramics on top, preventing chipped rims. Besides its main use, a hack that few share publicly is that you can place this mat under a coffee maker or blender to absorb scattered water splashes, keeping your stone countertop dry. At TJ Maxx, a similar dish drying mat usually costs $4.99 or more, while this version's absorption functionality is not inferior at all, even though it costs only a third of the price. JOT Spiral Notebook Neon Cover. Ballpoint pen ink smudging because of accidentally spilling water on a page is a nightmare for anyone who has ever taken important notes. But this 100-sheet spiral notebook featuring a light, water-resistant, neon-flexible plastic cover for $1.25 helps prevent that. The standard 10.5 by 8-inch size is suitable for children to take school notes, while many adults quietly choose this notebook to write down doctor appointments, spending logs, or save family recipes. At major bookstores, similar protective plastic covers always maintain a price above the $2 mark, no matter how much paper cover notebooks are discounted during the peak back-to-school season, making the price here a valuable find for anyone who happens to discover it while passing by the stationery aisle. Bet you didn't know a pen costing less than $1.50 can write on a bathroom mirror surface without leaving any traces after wiping. The answer is waiting, as I will reveal it in the next item. JOT Fluorescent Dry Erase Markers. Finishing a medication reminder schedule on a glass refrigerator, but wiping it repeatedly, still leaves a faint ink shadow, which is what many people have experienced with cheap markers. But these $1.25 fluorescent dry erase markers wipe completely clean with just a damp cloth. The ink flows evenly, without clogging, and the fluorescent colors display very sharply on blackboards or glass surfaces, causing many families to buy an extra pack to stock up after trying it once. On household hack groups, many people recount that they use these markers to write weekly menus or leave reminders for family members right on the refrigerator surface, which is both highly visible and does not make the fridge dirty like sticking sticky notes. This is the type of small item whose true value only reveals itself once you have tried it, rather than being heavily promoted on the shelves. Jot Plastic Interlocking Desk Organizer Trays. A messy desk drawer with pins, paper clips, and all sorts of miscellaneous things mixed together is a familiar sight. But this 5-pack of small plastic trays for $1.25 neatly solves it thanks to the interlocking tabs on all 4 sides, allowing you to freely arrange and swap positions to create a tray divider system that fits your drawer perfectly, instead of having to accept a fixed size like pre-molded items. Many people only coincidentally discovered this use when needing to sort pins and staples in the office, or using them as trays to neatly organize lipsticks and nail clippers in the bathroom drawer. At Staples, a drawer organizer tray set of the same size with a fixed design usually costs from $6 to $8. While here this flexible interlocking tray set is only a fifth of that price, significantly more economical while still ensuring neat organization functionality. Crafter's Square DIY Crochet Kit. A cute little animal keychain, finished by your own hands from small yarn skeins, a plastic crochet hook, and a step-by-step instruction sheet. That is what is inside this $1.25 crochet kit, hidden in the middle of the craft aisle. Many elderly people seek out this item as a brain-relaxing hobby during hot summer afternoons when it is inconvenient to go outside, while young grandchildren use it to practice focus and hand dexterity. This is a very healthy, low-cost indoor form of entertainment that still provides a complete crafting experience, perfect for afternoons when you want to stay away from phone or TV screens. The fact that a full material kit like this costs only as much as a small snack surprises many people, especially since this item is usually not displayed prominently for everyone to see immediately upon entering the store. A $6 box might sound expensive compared to the previous items, but the reason it is worth the money lies in a small detail that you have to pull open yourself to understand. Stackable storage container with drawer. In the plus section at the back of the store, this storage container with a sliding drawer is priced at $6, significantly higher than the general average, but it is an item that longtime home organizers pass along as a personal secret. The thick matte PP plastic provides good weight-bearing capacity, while the smooth horizontal sliding drawer design allows you to easily retrieve items from the bottom box without having to lift the entire stack of top boxes down. It should also be noted that you should not stack them more than 3 tiers high if they contain heavy glass jars inside, as prolonged weight pressure can slightly warp the plastic axis, causing the lower sliding tray to drag or jam. At Costco, you usually have to buy a large set of 4 to 6 specialized shoe boxes for $25 to $30, whereas buying individual units here allows you to be flexible with the exact quantity needed for your home cabinet space. Sterilite Clear Latch Storage Box. Standing among a series of identical-looking plastic boxes in the plus section, this clear latch storage box is priced at $5, but possesses a small detail that only careful buyers notice. The latches on both sides of the recent shipment are made significantly flatter and thicker, clamping tightly onto the lid rim and not popping open on their own when you carry heavy loads. The transparent box body allows you to quickly check the items inside without opening the lid, which is very convenient for preserving the family's tax document files. Additionally, many people utilize this box to neatly store thin summer linens, keeping dust away when it is not yet time to use them. A use rarely mentioned despite being quite practical for homes with guest bedrooms or distant living rooms. A Sterilite box of the same capacity at Target currently costs no less than $6.99, making the price here a valuable find that not everyone browsing the Plus section notices closely. The latch box is done, but the final item today will make you look twice because its elegant appearance looks no different from expensive furniture sold at HomeGoods. Plastic basket with handles. A number that causes many customers to double-check with employees because they think they misread it is $4 for this perforated, woven faux rattan plastic basket sitting modestly in the Plus section, which many people only glance past, assuming it is an expensive decorative item. The design provides high ventilation to prevent mold, while the rounded handles on both sides evenly distribute weight, preventing pinching or hand pain when the basket is full of heavy items. Many people utilize this basket to sort small packaged snack bags bought in bulk from Costco, making the kitchen pantry space as neat as a home interior magazine. Besides, a basket of this size is also perfect for holding rolled hand towels in the bathroom for visiting guests, which is both tidy and creates a refined feel without investing in elaborate furniture. Its elegant appearance closely matches the decorative basket lines at HomeGoods, but at only half the price. Truly the type of item hidden in the corner of the shelf, whose value only reveals itself when you happen to pick it up and inspect it closely. The number on the price tag does not say it all. What matters is whether you buy exactly what you need. Dollar Tree has both high-value items and items you should skip, and once you can distinguish between the two, your wallet will feel significantly lighter every time you walk into the store.